Pokemon Emerald Part 5 of our playthrough. We just got through Petalburg Woods. We're going to grab a couple of items and continue on our journey here momentarily. I do want to point out one little thing though. Earlier on when I was talking about places where you can catch certain Pokemon, specifically Ralts, just before you enter in Petalburg City, that little patch of grass over there, that route leading into the city, a friend of mine who is actually playing this game along with this playthrough just revealed to me that in addition to finding Ralts, the earliest Psychic type Pokemon that you can catch prior to heading into Petalburg, you can find a Lotad there. Lotad is not really a specific type of Pokemon that I'm going to be going after, but it is, if not mistaken, a dual water and grass type. So if you happen to pick up Torchic, he's not a bad Pokemon to have on your side. Granted, there are a couple of water type Pokemon you can get and grass types along the way. Just in case you happen to be a fan of Lotad or any one of his evolutions. So just thought I would point that out. Now, continuing on from our last playthrough, south of us here, this is Petalburg Woods. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. If I'm not mistaken, he gives us a TM here. I like filling my mouth with seeds and spitting them out fast. You can have this, so try it out. Use it on a Pokemon and it will learn a move for firing speeds rapidly. Is that Bullet Seed or something? I like how this guy just compared his own ability to spitting seeds out really fast to a TM that can be taught to a Pokemon. That's funny. Alright, up here, I think we just have a potion or something in this Pokeball. I thought there was something more substantial up here, but I don't think that there is. Oh, okay. Wild Pokemon area. So you're going to see a lot of the same type of Pokemon appearing in this wild patch of grass up here too. You can also catch Marill up here as well. They're all going to be roughly between levels like 3 to 5, somewhere in that ballpark, just like Wurmple here. Let's go ahead and get out. Alright, now I mentioned before that I'm not really a fan of berries, but I believe if you talk to one of these people, I think her, more attention you give flowers, more beautifully they bloom. You'll like tending flowers, I'm sure, but you can have this. Yeah, so she gives you the Whalmer Pail that lets you grow berries, so you can get a bunch of those if you want, if there's a specific type that you'd like. I'm not a big fan, so I'm probably not going to use this too much unless I have to. I don't recall if there's anything in this game that requires you to do that, but just in case there is, we have that now. Alright, oh, I was going to turn into Challenges Trainer, but alright. Okay, this guy, okay, green shirt, brown pants, brown hair. That's his sprite. But this is what he looks like? A blue suit with blonde long hair? What is going on? The sprite makers weren't really paying attention on this one, I don't think. Good sense of style, though. He must shop at Banana Republic. Alright, take him down. Now, there's a handful of trainers that are going to be in front of us. There's only like one trainer that uses water-type Pokemon between us and getting up to the next route, which I think is Route 104. This girl has a couple of Pokemon. I don't remember what she has. There's I think our first duel match. Two little girls are going to challenge us on this little like bridge, sort of wharf that we're going to cross this pond in a second. And then there's a fisherman up there who has a bunch of Magikarp. All right, let's go ahead and do Peck. Simple enough. Cool, there we go, level 12. So now Sammy Tailo here and Torchic are both level 12. Okay, so we're going to switch in Pokemon, yeah. Also, for the record, if I'm ever trying to explain something here while I'm doing something in-game simultaneously, I'm going to say something incorrectly. I have such a bad tendency to not be able to focus. I can't do things. I can't multitask very well. Alright, I think we should be able to take Shroomish out in one hit with fire. There we go. Cool, cool. Also, don't forget, if you're like me and you button mash when you're battling, like, kind of peasant trainers like Haley here, you want to make sure that you're hitting the right type of attack. So I do recommend that you go in and you go to Summary, and you toggle over to your moves, and if you click on the moves, you can actually organize these how you want to use them. I typically put my most often used ability or attack in the front here. Peck is already there, so we're good, and then we've got Quick Attack. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for Josh. I'm going to go to Summary. I'm going to make sure Water Gun is in the front. We'll swap these two out. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing for Torchic. We'll move Ember to the front. Summary, toggle over a couple, Growl and Ember, and then I'll put Ember in front of Scratch. There we go. Cool. I have a tendency to do that. I always organize the attacks that way. All right, cool. And then, so we've got Tailo and Torchic going up against these two little brats, and then we should be able to take both of them out. I think it should be a Seedot and Grass-type Pokemon? Lotad. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, so first, we're going to go ahead and have Tailo attack the Lotad. Because Lotad is a dual water and grass-type Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, we're not going to find a lot of success with Torchic going up against him. You would think that the grass-type weakness would allow for Torchic to have the advantage, but Lotad, despite the fact that he's 6 levels beneath us, he can withstand a full brunt of an Ember attack. And I know that because I just tested it before this playthrough, and then I messed something up and I had to start all over again. So I checked. So Ember does not take down... Ember from the level 12 Torchic does not take down in one hit a level 6 Lotad, despite his grass weakness. That water type saves him. But this should take down Seedot in one single hit, though, because he's just grass. Perfect. Alright. Also, there's just something so irresponsible about the young children like this. Like, sitting out here battling strangers with Pokemon. Like, that's just so dangerous to me. I don't understand. Whatever. I get it's a kid's game. But still, something about that. Also, I just noticed that his, like, lure bobber thing is a Pokeball in the end of his fishing rod. That's funny. This guy is a, a Pokemon master over here. Expert. Alright. So we'll just finish off Magikarp with our little Pex. We don't get a lot of XP for this. Level 5 Magikarp, it doesn't really give us that much. So I'm not going to swap out for any of the Pokemon. I'm just going to go ahead and continue using Tailo for his 3 Magikarps that he got. They're super weak. I'm not even going to level up by taking down these 3 with Tailo. Yeah, see, 25 XP is nothing. Granted, if your Pokemon is a lower level by the time you get here, put whoever you want to build up in the very front, just because, like, his strongest Pokemon is this level 7 Magikarp. So, it'll be good to get a little experience there, but you're not going to get a lot. There we go. And then once I get away from the water is when I'll start using Meryl a bit more. If you see berries growing in loamy... Loamy? What, is that a word? I've never heard of that word. What does that mean? In loamy soil? Feel free to take them. But make sure you plant a berry in the same spot. That's common courtesy. Here, I'll share this with you. I remember when I was a boy, I did the same thing because I was always like, oh, someone might come by and take these berries. But it's like, you're the only one picking these berries in the whole game. So. Oh, the innocence of a child. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is pretty cool. This is the first game that ever had some sort of effect like this when you're running through the water. Not only your reflection, but also that. Also, there's an item right up here if you follow this path all the way up and around. Technically in Rustboro City. Grab that. X defend. Sell that for money. I'm not really interested in using that in battle. Considering you can dominate this game with any Pokemon as long as you have a pretty reasonable level advantage, there's no real reason to have that. I think we're going to end up running into someone in here. No? Okay, let's go to the Pokemart. Let me sell a couple items and see if I can buy a few more. Let's buy... You know what? No, let me sell first. What do I have that I want to sell? Potion, Antidote, Paralyze, Heal, Awakening, Ether. I will keep that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. What can we buy? Still no Great Balls. I have one Great Ball that was gifted to me earlier. I wish it told me how many in the bag I had. I'm gonna buy 10. Okay. Alright, let's go down. Let's heal up in the Pokemon Center. It's usually adjacent here. There it is. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I miss the good old days where Pokemon Center and Pokemart were 2 separate entities. Combining them together is convenient, but something about it, that change, it never sat right with me in later games. Okay, so what should I be doing here? Let's talk to some random people. What do you got for me? Pokemon changes shape. Okay. Pokemon gains experience in battles. It can sometimes change in the way it looks. Yeah, it's called evolution. Everybody knows that. What do we have up here? Oh, I can go into that house. What do we got? Those red demon eyes. Yeesh. Trainer school is excellent. If you study there, you could even become a gym leader. That's interesting. The gym leader really knows a lot about Pokemon. She's really strong, too. I do suspect that she probably will beat me. So I want to level up a little bit more before I challenge her. What do we got? From Trainer School. Fire type Pokemon don't match up well against Rock type. Yeah, I want to... Meryl will be a really great choice here, but I want to make sure that Meryl's a little bit stronger. Okay, I just tried talking to this guy, now he's walking away from me. Students who don't study get a little taste of my Quick Claw. Ugh. Whether or not you're a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. Cool, thanks. Pokemon Hold and Berry heal itself. There are many kinds of... I doubt if you're playing this game that this is your first Pokemon playing experience, but if it is kind of very... It is very, very important that you talk to pretty much every NPC that you can. The more that you talk to, the more information you'll learn about some of the basic things and concepts within the Pokemon video games. I'm just going to talk to these guys in case there's anything interesting that I can learn. But I don't think there's anything I'm going to learn here. Yeah, none of this stuff is useful. Oh, actually, this guy is the one that... Yeah, okay. I had a feeling talking to someone here might be beneficial. Did we meet before? I think back in Petalburg City. Let me introduce myself. My name's Scott. I've been traveling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. More specifically, I'm looking for Pokemon battle experts. So what brings you to the school? Are you a trainer too? First thing you should do is have a Pokemon learn to move cut. If I'm recalling, someone in this town has cut. Yes, we've already ran by a couple of places that had those bushes that we should cut. Challenge a gym leader, but it's not going to be easy winning with fire type. Oh, yeah, we talked to this person already. Isn't there a big, like, building over here somewhere? Is this it that we get special items from? I thought that there was something like that here. Oof, let's see. Is this the building? Yeah, this might be the one I was thinking of. Hey, those running shoes. They're one of our products. It makes me happy when I see someone using... This is a shoe store? The Devon Corporation. We're proud producers of items and medicine that enhance your life. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Have you taken the Pokemon Gym Challenge? When you get the shiny gym badge in hand, I guess trainers begin to realize what is required of them. Yeah, I don't trust that I'm not going to get stomped. Point is cute. Sure, I need that, but if you really want, I'm willing to trade with you. I'll trade you C-Dot for Ralts. Never? You can find C-Dot later, I think, right? I don't think there's any reason to trade Ralts for C-Dot. But we talked about where you can get your Ralts just in case you want to do that. I don't want to take on the gym trainer just yet. Devon Corporation, we all just shorten it to Devon. That company makes all sorts of convenient products. I think someone stops us from going forward here. Man, I am all sorts of wrong when it comes to this. I thought there was someone that stops us there, but I must be thinking of a different game. Route 115. Okay. Well, it seems there is nothing stopping us from the gym leader, so maybe we should just go ahead and give it a whirl, shall we? Level 10. Let's go ahead and switch him up. Yikes. We'll beat these trainers for sure, just to get a taste of what level we need to have going up against them. Listen, my friend, would you like to become a champion? I'm a trainer, but me, I can give you sure if I... Okay. We'll give it a shot. Don't take us gym trainers lightly. I'll show you why we're better. This kid is going to get smashed into the ground big time by my Meryl. I can promise you that. Geodude. Level 10. Okay, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult. I can't beat everybody here with just a level 10 Meryl. It's not going to happen. Okay, maybe I can. That double damage. Stomped him. Alright, well, let's take on the other gym trainers then, just to get Meryl up a little bit. And then, yeah. Yeesh. Okay. We're going to fight everybody. If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance against Roxanne. Just going to get Meryl to do a little squirt all over your Pokemon, and then it's over. Also, why does this Geodude look like a shiny Geodude? Geodude is typically gray, right? The gold one is what shiny Geodude looks like. It's interesting after what the current model of all the Pokemon looked like and going back to an earlier game like this and seeing how the classic generations looked. Another Geodude, what level are you going to be at? 8. Also, that water gun is a pretty weak looking animation, isn't it? It's just like a ball of water being thrown over to Geodude. Alright. We're going to beat everybody here, and then we'll save the gym leader for the next one. Because I definitely want to grind in between now and before I fight Roxanne, because even though I do have Meryl, if one of these rock type Pokemon gets a decent hit, I don't think Meryl's defense is very strong. It'll tank big time. But if you were looking to get a good Pokemon lineup for sure, then I mean, let's see, Wingull was a good choice for water. Obviously Meryl, Lotad, that dual water grass type is fantastic. Ralts is Psychic, which would be very useful. I don't think Ralts learns any good Psychic-type moves that early on, but I would have to double-check on that to be 100% certain. And I think Ralts in its evolutionary line later become a dual Fairy and Psychic-type, but there are some Grass-type moves that it can learn as well. Of course, Psychic is, like, dominating against any other type, so... Okay, so there's Roxanne. Alright, cool. Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and grind up a little bit, and then we'll take on Roxanne in the next installment of our playthrough for now. Okay, cool. So, here's my recommendation. Before you make it to Rustboro Gym, get a handful of water and grass-type Pokemon. I've already shown you where you can get a variety of these Pokemon. You can pick up Lotad just before entering Petalburg City. You can pick up Meryl and Wingull in a couple of different spots, specifically to the west of Petalburg, just before you go into the Petalburg Woods. And then you can also catch Meryl to the north of Petalburg Woods as well, in that grass patch just above where you get that Whalmer Pail. So pick up a couple of those, level them up. Clearly my Meryl level 10, now level, what, did I get to 11, 12? Doesn't really matter, but my Meryl walking into the gym was able to stop all those trainers without taking any damage at all. Water Gun just crushed. Level 10 Geodude, level 8s, all those Pokemon just got stomped big time. But Roxanne, I feel like, is going to be a little bit bigger of a challenge, so we're probably going to want to make sure that we have a little more of a level advantage. I think I'm going to grind with Meryl, get him to roughly about level 15, and then we'll come back, and then we'll beat Roxanne. That should be enough. But let's just wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me here. I will see you guys on our next installment of our Pokemon playthrough in Part 6. If you are playing along with me, let me know what your strategies and lineups are down below in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I will try to respond to everything that I can. If you guys leave a comment, I will try to reply. But thank you. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I'll see you in Part 6 of our Pokemon Emerald playthrough when we take on the Rustboro City Gym Leader, Roxanne, with her Ground-type Pokemon. All right, take it easy, guys. See you next time.